Hello, YouTube viewers. It's Sincere Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast for my segment called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to be too hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast will retain your adult language. So anyway, with that and everything else out the way, let's get into the review of this podcast. Now, I'm like I said before in my last video, I'm running behind in my Super Sentai review. So basically, I forgot to review episode 35 last week, so therefore I'm running behind in my Super Sentai review. So basically, now I'm caught up now with this podcast. So let's get into the review on episode 36 of Patranger, Patranger. Now, so basically this episode started off. Patranger was waiting for the rest of the Patrangers. Was waiting for the rest of Patrangers and Ranger X outside a hideout of a gang with monster named Pecker. So basically, when Ranger X, when Ranger X and the rest of the Patranger showed up, they morphed up and they started to attack this gang with monster named Pecker. Now, Pecker had this special lifting item that gave him secret intelligence. So basically, using the power of this lifting item, Pecker managed to escape from the Patrangers very easily. So basically, but trying to prove something, Patranger tried to stop him while Pecker was trying to get away from him, but he ended up slipping on something, therefore almost shot Red, but nothing serious and whatnot. So basically, like usual, the Patranger started to yell and squeal at Patranger. So anyway, Ranger X noticed the computer. He noticed the blueprints that Pecker was working on his computer. So basically, he figured whatever Pecker was doing, it must be bad news for everybody who's involved with this. So anyway, later that day, Patranger was feeling down himself, almost, accidentally for shooting at Pastor Red and whatnot, and the stranger shows up and tells him that, I can help you with your problem. So basically, he was giving away these weird necklaces. So basically, he's saying that, these necklaces can help people with bad tempers and whatnot. So anyway, the guy was giving away these necklaces for free. So basically, Patranger said, like, you know what? I'll take three of these necklaces. So basically, Patranger, took the guy's necklace and went back to the headquarters. But at the beach in Westward, Mr. Cargo was telling the lifter was showing a picture of Peckerwood in his human form, and that and telling him about his lifting item. So basically, turns out the guy who gave those necklaces to Patranger is Pecker in human form. So anyway, after the lifting, we just got the intonations from Mr. Cargo. They just set out, so the lifting just set out after getting the intonation, and the orders from Mr. Cargo. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the global police headquarters, the headquarters of the Patranger, so basically, Patranger gave Pastor Red the necklace. So basically, Pastor Red put the necklace on, but Pastor Pink decided to pass. So anyway, when when Patrick Green accidentally, do his little group, his Urkel act, and let him, and when Patrick Ray got caught into Patrick Green's little Steve Urkel act, he was the necklace. So basically, the necklace did, stop Patrick Ray from getting angry at Patrick Green, So basically, Patrick Pink was like, was kind of shocked that the necklace actually worked to calm down Patrick Ray's anger and whatnot. So anyway, Ranger X and Jim Carter showed up, and turns out that the necklace, that gang with Monster Pecker was making these necklaces that way he can use people's anger to supercharge a bomb. So the necklaces are taking people's anger and using that energy for charge a bomb. So basically, after hearing that intonation, Patrick Red showed Ranger X and everybody that the necklace that he had one of those necklaces on, and also Patrick Green had put on one of those necklaces as well. So anyway, basically after figuring out the gang with monsters plan, Pecker the gang with monsters plan, they decides to use the necklace to trace the energy where the energy is being transmitted to, therefore it's hard to locate the bomb. So anyway, while the Patrangers was doing that, the Lupinrangers was engaged with Pecker, trying to steal the Lichter item from Pecker's body safe. So basically, that's what the Lupinrangers were doing, trying to steal Pecker's Lichter item from his body safe. So anyway, the Patrangers managed to track down the energy source where all the energy is, check down where the energy where the bomb is in the area where the bomb is. So anyway, but they don't know the exact location. So basically, after hearing Patrick Green that, every time tried to press Patrick Red, it seemed like I always end up screwing up in front of him. So basically, after if Patrick Red heard that, he's like, it's like a deep moment for Patrick Red and Patrick Green and whatnot. So basically, there's like, let's go find that bomb. Let's go find that bomb while Patrick Pink go find that Gangway monster to tell where that bomb is. So basically, meanwhile, 3 minutes later, the Lupinrangers managed to get the Mr. Item from Pecker's body safe, and they were about to destroy Pecker, and that's when Patrick Pink to stop them, and the Lupinrangers like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what the hell are you doing? So basically, like, Patrick Pink displays that Pecker planting a bomb in the city that can destroy the whole city. So basically, we need him still on tap to figure out where the location of the bomb is. So basically, so the Lupinrangers decided to help them out, to help that Patrick Pink, and they got the intonation. And so basically, so the Lupinrangers helped out Patrick Pink, and they got the information from Pecker about where the bomb is. So basically, Patrick Pink told Patrick Green and Patrick Red where the bomb is. But so basically the bomb was almost, but a lot of people had already had necklaces on it and feeding the bomb some more energy. So basically, the only way to stop the bomb from charging is to is for shooting the antenna that is receiving that the bomb is receiving the negative energy from the people. So basically, but it turns out that Patrick Green is the only one who can make that shot. So basically, Patrick Green was a little down on himself. So basically, with a little encouragement from Patrick Red, Patrick Red used the power of the bug circuit and made the shot, and therefore stopped the bomb from charging. So anyway, the Patrangers helped Patrick Paint this, blow up, destroy Pekka, but as usual, God showed up, used her liquor on him and made Pekka blow, and together with the Patranger Megazord and the power of the Listen Madam in its robot form, combined with the two combined with blue and yellow firefighters, they managed to destroy Pekka once and for all. So basically, the day was saved. So basically, everything was back to normal. So basically, when Patrick Green did his little Steve Urkel act again, being clumsy and whatnot, Patrick went back to yell at him, but out of love. So basically, this is how the episode ended, with Patrick yelling at Patrick Green every time he do something clumsy. So basically, that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this episode was okay. So anyway, like always, this is Cynthia and Michael signing off. 1.